Well, when though?
What is going on, everybody? It's time for the TNA Impact Wrestling Review, which is greater than any review that Casey ever does combined. So, just saying,
It's not.
hashtag TNA, hashtag Impact on Pop.
But it's not
and stuff
TNA anymore, so.
Whatever it's called. Owl Championship Wrestling is what it's really called. But let's jump into it real quick. I know. Let me plug the stuff that I'm supposed to plug during the review real quick, and then I'm gonna ask Rabbit some thoughts on some different things that I don't think we've gotten his thoughts on yet. But we got you should check out the weekly WWE review, which will be coming up tomorrow. We talk about everything WWE, as you can see, and also be sure to check out the six pack, which is our top 6 countdown of many different things.
Like, can't change it yet.
Didn't I just tell you how to restart my computer? I appreciate you doing nothing ever. I do.
But I like how you had a whole week and you didn't change it.
You know, it's funny though, because I told Casey, I said, Casey, can you live tweet during the TNA show? And tell me how I beat him to live tweeting, first off. And second off, tell me how he didn't tweet but like 2 tweets the whole night. Anyway,
I mean, the most important tweets.
Rabbit, you want to tweet for the podcast since Casey kind of sucks at it?
Hey, quality over quantity. I texted the best ones.
You didn't. You texted some crap, which was bad. Anyway, but yeah, check out our other videos, the must-see promotions that we did not too long ago, the 6-pack in general, and also the weekly WWE review. But Rabbit, as we get back to the Impact Owl Championship Wrestling, thoughts on, first off, I do want to hear your thoughts on just everything that's been going on with TNA recently. I know we did a review on releases not too long ago, yesterday. And also, I kind of want to hear your thoughts on like the new management, the new ownership. Has it changed any? You feel like just overall thoughts on any changes in TNA and this stupid logo that's about to go away, by the way. It's going to go back to the original logo with different color schemes. But Rabbit, any thoughts on just overall, I guess, TNA and the different changes going on? Is it a lot of overreaction as it normally is with TNA?
This right here seems to be this a big deal right here. This is a big deal. This ain't overreaction right. This right here is something big right here. If somebody put money into the joint, it's something that wasn't happening before.
Yeah.
So off the break, you can feel the difference in the show itself. Because now it's money being poured in. You got faces popping up all over the place. Something she could have been doing, but she didn't have the money to do that. And it wasn't nobody helping her do that. So in a way, I'm sad that Dixie gone, because first I want to thank her for giving me these years of pure wrestling. Wherever she at, I don't know if she's still with the company or not. But it's obvious she's not running things. So I do want to thank her for that, because she always did one thing, was gave me pure wrestling. Throughout the thick and the fog of everything was happening, she was giving me that. And she kept me involved in the world of wrestling by giving me pure wrestling, because it wasn't anywhere where I can just normally watch it. So the normal wrestling that was on besides TNA wasn't giving you pure wrestling. And she was giving you that on a constant basis. Whether you like the storylines or who was running the stories or whatever, she was giving you pure wrestling. So I thank her for that. But if it's somebody new here, that's how life is. Things change. Now, I can feel the difference. It feels like it's different people running it, but I gotta give it time. I don't even know the people. I see Jeff Jarrett sniffing his around. I don't know if he's involved in that though. But I don't know who really. I don't know the people that own it. But I gotta give him time. I don't know him. So I'm gonna give it time and see how it is. But so far, it feels different. And the people they bringing back, I don't like the Pritchards and all this stuff they talking about bringing back. That's the nonsense right there. That if that start happening, all you're gonna do is see the same stuff over and over again, man. You don't want to bring these people, these ancient people, back up in here that put the thing in reverse from the start. So it looks like that's what's about to start happening. All the old faces about to start popping back up again. where we going with this. But if it's changed and new, let me see it. You know, I don't want to see a whole lot of changes. Like I want to hear Pope. You know, you can get rid of Josh, whatever. Get rid of him, man. Josh Matthews, you can get rid of him, but I need to hear Pope.
The man,
You know?
Josh Matthews is the GOAT, and he proved it tonight.
He's
I don't
terrible.
care what anybody say. I love that man.
Terrible. But it looks like they bringing back people, wrestlers, you know, old faces, and some new faces they probably bringing back. So I don't know. I just gotta give it a chance to unfold. So I ain't gonna criticize it off the break. I'm kind of sad Dixie gone, but in a way it's a new day, you know. So let's see how it flow.
All right. Let's jump into the show. We started out with the last knockout standing match, Jade and Rosemary. That I was excited about. Really good match. They put their bodies on the line as they have multiple times just in this rivalry period. And it's just, I think it's nice to see, especially with women. You know, in other companies, you don't always get that. Specifically WWE, you don't always get that, and they're trying to kind of adopt that now. And I think Casey and I talked about it last week, how, like, you know, if this match was happening in WWE, it would be kind of like, it might not be that good. But with TNA, we just know it's going to be at least decent, if not good, already, just from the announcement of the match. And it was great. I love the different spots in this match. I love just everything about this match was just really good. And it made sense for the feud. I think it was very logical as far as like Jade still standing. They were going with that whole storyline with like, you know, Jade still standing even after all Rosemary's put her through. And I love that I love that the match started on the ramp and it ended on the ramp. I thought that was kind of cool. But I mean, I just enjoyed the match. I thought it was a really good match. It was really good. Rabbit, thoughts on the last knockout standing match?
Yeah, this was a tough match right here. These two are tough competitors, both of them, each one of them, in their own right. Before Rosemary been grew, but when she dropped it with those finishes on the outside, man. Oh, and on the entrance, I forgot her finisher, the name of her finisher. Oh my god,
The Red Wedding.
Yeah, man. But Jade, I love Jade, man. Pure wrestler, athletic. She was power bomb joint up the top of it too, but she took some punishment in this match, man. Rosemary is nasty, boy. I like this match though. It was stiff. It was fluid. I liked it. I like both of these wrestlers too. I like this match.
All right, Casey, thoughts on the last knockout standing match?
Yeah, I liked it. These two work so well together. Probably two of the best, you know, chemistry-wise in the ring that TNA has on the Knockouts roster. I think any match they're in together, they make it work, and like no two matches seem the same. They always bring something new out. It feels like. I do like how it ended, where, you know, Rosemary did retain, which kind of, you know, doesn't necessarily prove the rumors that Jade's leaving, but it kind of leaves it up in the air there. You know, obviously if she won, we would know that she's not leaving, but there are rumors that she was released or was leaving. So with her not winning the title, you know, she could still be staying in the company. She could be leaving. You know, it kind of, you know, makes you think, you know, which I definitely like. I just hope she's not, because I kind of want to see this feud continue. I think they, like I said, they work really well together. And it's one of those feuds that they can continue and it doesn't get boring, because they kind of do different things in every match, and it's a different type of match every time, whether it's last knockout standing, whether it's a steel cage match. You know, they kind of bring something new to the table every time. But yeah, I definitely like it.
All right, we're gonna jump to the Expedition of Gold, where obviously the Hardys won. Um, but I think now it's interesting with the Hardys, with I guess the Hardys leaving, is how they're gonna end the Expedition of Gold. Is it gonna end abruptly, or how are they gonna go about doing this? I think is kind of what interests me a lot now. But I'm gonna start with Casey and Rabbit, and I will be right back to give my thoughts on the Expedition of Gold. Casey.
Yeah, it it kind of sucks that the Hardys are leaving, just because we've gotten so into this broken Matt and the brother Nero thing, and it's been so good. And I love now, and I've said this the past couple weeks, I love that they're kind of going to different promotions and kind of, quote, winning their titles. And I think it's definitely a good thing for the business to do something like that, because like I said, I think I said last week, they're showing different promotions that you may not have heard of, or maybe not really have seen. And you might see one of these smaller promotions and say, oh, you know what, maybe I want to check them out on YouTube. So it's kind of TNA helping, or Impact helping, other promotions, which WWE doesn't do. But it kind of sucks that the Hardys are leaving. We still aren't sure how they're going to write them off. We're not really sure what's going on with the titles, because the Hardys still have the titles, and they, like we said on the video yesterday, the Hardys wanted to come on to the show live and hand over the titles, but Impact didn't want them to be on the show because their contracts already are up, and they didn't want them to have them on the show without a contract. So you're kind of, Impact is kind of stuck, between a rock and a hard place, sort of a thing where, what are they going to do? And I also said yesterday, you know what? Let the Hardys keep the titles, whatever. You're trying to make changes in Impact. You're trying to, the new owners are coming in. You're trying to change things. Why not change the tag team titles? They're the only titles, like I said, that haven't been updated. They've updated the world title a bunch of times. They've updated the X Division title. They've changed the King of the Mountain, whatever title. And now it's the whatever it's called. I can't think of the name right now. But I feel like the tag team titles are the only titles that they have. I don't think they've ever changed the design of it or updated it. I think that's the titles that they did.
They did when Storm had it. Him and I think they did one time, a long time. I don't know. You might be right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only title. But I mean, either way, they could just make new titles.
Yeah.
If they're trying to, bring in this new Impact. But yeah, Rabbit, thoughts on the Hardys and the Expedition of Gold?
I thought that was cool. First, I was kind of confused what was going on, but I thought that was cool. When it looked like a backyard, but that was cool the way they did that. That was smooth. And I kind of agree. I don't want Hardys to leave because, like you said, their characters done grew on us. All these characters, we ain't care if they left or not. Either one of them, But the characters, they grew on us, man. And it's like we want to see all of them. Benjamin and all of them, the thing flying around, all types of stuff. We want to see all that. But I kind of agree why they left financially. Because look, when management asks you to do as much as they asking them to do, and then only pay, see, they do the tapings and stuff, right? But it's more, it's like a whole bunch of episodes, even though they only work like 4 days. You know what I'm saying? So they want to pay the people for 4 days instead of all the episodes they about to play during this year, And I agree with Hardy and them on that, because that don't even make any sense. You're gonna have TV shows for weeks and weeks and weeks, You only gonna pay me for 4 days. You know, that's crazy. I would. I mean, that don't even make any sense. Then they want to tax them. They let them do things outside of TNA, but they gotta get the approval. And then on top of that, if they let you do it, they get 10% of whatever you do. It's like they gonna wish Dixie was back in a little bit. Cause man, they strong arming them, Slim. Cause I agree with Hardy on that. I will roll out on that too. That is crazy, Slim. There's no way you're gonna get me on that. I don't know, man. I don't know who can work with this kind of deal that they try and offer these people, but I'll roll out too. That don't even make any sense. But I like the concept they had with the belts. That was nice. But I agree with Hardy. I'm gonna leave it. You have to leave on that. You have to.
I mean, and it kind of sucks because I know they wanted to say, it was, Impact had the best, situation for their family. They were, it's in that one place. They're not really traveling around.
Exactly.
But, if you're not getting paid what you deserve, you got to go somewhere else. But
you have to.
DJ.
Yeah. I definitely, I'm loving the Exhibition and Gold. Like, I think it's just so interesting. It's so interesting, but so unique at the same time. And I like how it's kind of incorporating the indie companies within it in kind of a unique way as well. I think it just sucks to see it end. And it sucks to see it end abruptly. Like, I think is the thing. Because I don't know if they're going to keep the broken character. Like, it's kind of one of those things where, like, are they going to keep it if they go somewhere else? Or is it going to, I could see them keeping it if they went to the Indies, but it might be a little bit hard to see it.
Well, Impact also is fighting because they say Impact says that they own the rights to the Broken Hardy gimmick, kind of like the Pentagon Jr. issue that's going on.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's kind of hard because yes, it's Matt's idea, but without TNA, would it have gotten over? Like, would it have gotten as popular? Probably not.
No.
I mean, it's an interest. It's it's one of those like scenarios where fans will be really upset about it, but you got to remember that TNA was the platform to allow it to happen. So I don't know. I mean, I would love to see it elsewhere. I'd love to see it continue. But then again, like, let's just say they go to WWE and they try it there. They're going to give them the creative freedom to actually do what they really need to do with it, what they really need to do with it to make it a success. Probably not. But let's come into the whole Moose, Cody, Drew Galloway fiasco. So we had Moose. He basically came out to call out Cody after kind of the attack on him last week. And it was reported that Cody wasn't in the building. And then Cody shows up, beats down Moose, causing a little bit of an injury. I think it was like an arm injury or hand injury or something like that. And then Drew Galloway in the backstage area challenged into a match so he could try to get over on him. And then basically Drew Galloway ended up losing the Grand Championship in a really good match, I felt like, as far as like really physical. I think Moose and Galloway worked well together. And Galloway lost the title, which was kind of, I don't know, because like all this news is kind of coming out like right now. So I wasn't sure if like all the titles had changed hands or not already. So I didn't really know which way it would go. Plus I felt like Galloway hadn't had the title for that long. But it was definitely, I enjoyed the match. I like the Death Valley driver spot on the apron into the powerbomb spot on the apron. Love that. The buckle bomb that almost killed Drew Galloway. I like that as well. Like, I think I'm fine with like a move, maybe looking like it wasn't performed right when it makes the match. Like the Grand Championship style of match is a physical style of match anyway. So I was fine with that buckle bomb just because it made it just feel like it was more aggressive. There was more aggression shown in it. But I enjoyed it. I want to see what they're going to do with the Grand Championship. I got a feeling they're going to change the Grand Championship again and take these rules out of it. because I don't know if y'all heard that on commentary, but on commentary it felt like Josh Matthews was kind of pointing to maybe something changing with the title sometime soon. And the whole Josh Matthews thing, I forgot about that. Cody threw Josh Matthews like across the, according to Josh Matthews, across the arena. And, Josh Matthews is on commentary. Like I thought that was the main issue that everybody was having. That Josh Matthews was back on commentary and not like dead. But Josh Matthews was back on commentary like the next match, and he was like, I got to be the greatest, and I think they're turning him heel, by the way. But it sounds like a lot tonight. But he said, he said, I got to be the greatest. Most commentators, like a good old JR or like he was calling people's names out. I was like, this man, most of them, they be out for the entire rest of the show. But I'm back. I got a little bruised rib or something. Cody's my friend. I loved it personally, just because, like, we always see the commentator freaking get thrown 2 feet across the arena, and like they died, like they're like rest in peace, pretty much, and they're gone for the rest of the show. I like that he kind of went with the whole like I'm the GOAT because I can, and he played on it the whole entire show. And I was like, I love this man. For the rest of my life, I shall love this man. I don't know. I liked it. I just thought it was I don't know. I like when people overreact about things, and I like the things that people overreact about. So I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I like Josh Matthews as like the heel commentator. TNA hasn't had a heel commentator in a while, so might as well do it. Rabbit, thoughts on the whole who's been the new grand champion? Josh Matthews essentially turning heel / being the GOAT. We got to throw that in there. And then the whole Cody Moose rivalry going on.
I like it. It was a nice little segment. It was funny when he tossed him way over there.
I will say though, this Moose Cody segment was the greatest thing I've ever seen. That dive was incredible that Moose did. Like I think he killed a couple people. I think they did. Rip.
Yes, over the top rope.
Oh.
Nasty. But then I ain't like when his I think his wife come in. She overdo things too. She overdo it. She nowhere near ready. She green as they get. But I love this segment though. It was a nice segment. I like the way Moose, he real aggressive too. I like it. I want to see him in the Beast, the Monster, Animal too. I need to see him more with him in the matches too. But I like this. It was a good match. It was a good segment. And the Grand Championship, you could tell Josh Matthews, he was over the top all night. He was all over the top all night. You could tell he was a different person. Either he was drunk or he was just a whole nother person. You could tell it was a switch up. He was just over the top. He kept on saying, why we have a match with people judging?
Yeah.
And then he kept on talking about Drew. He brought prestige to the belt or something. I'm like, what is he talking about, man?
The only thing I didn't like about it wasn't gradual. It was just kind of like bam. That's exactly the only thing I didn't like about it. Like I liked it. I mean, I think he did a good job with it because like I like how he trolled the fans too. I don't know if y'all heard when he was talking about how people on the internet talk a lot or something. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, this man.
Yeah, he was extra healing it up tonight. Extra. But I already knew Moose was gonna beat. I mean, win that match anyway. So.
Casey, any thoughts on the Moose Grand Championship? Josh Matthews, the GOAT fiasco, all that stuff.
First of all, we got Moose and Cody. I was wondering what they were gonna do with the Moose Cody thing, because there were rumors too that Cody was leaving or wasn't, was not gonna be in Impact anymore. So I guess he's staying. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. They could do a thing where like he touched an announcer, so they fire him or something like that.
Yeah, that is true. But I don't know. It was weird because Josh was, playing all night that, oh, they're still good friends, blah blah blah. He apologized. It's all okay. So I don't see them going that route unless he comes back again and deliberately attacks Josh.
My good friend Lashley.
But yeah, I definitely, I liked the segment. The only thing I just didn't like that he just even good heels who get attacked. At least you sell it a little bit. Like he wasn't selling it at all. Like
he needs to. He's the greatest. He told you that. That was his selling.
No, you don't want to know. I told you on Twitter who the greatest is. Jim Ross is the greatest of all time, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong. He is the greatest of all time. But
says otherwise.
Josh sucks.
I don't know. He's mad because he can't have his job. That's all. That's all it is.
I like Josh. It's kind of the same as back in the day when it wasn't even back in the day. I don't know why I just said that. But
back when I was a boy.
Yeah, back when I was a boy and Seth Rollins turned heel.
Oh man, that was ages ago. God.
Yeah, that was like at least 30 years ago. But it was kind of the same as that. Like I didn't see Seth as the one to turn heel. I thought it would have been Dean. Same with Josh Matthews. I just didn't see him. I don't know. I saw Pope more as being a heel commentator. You
thought it was going to be Madison Rayne, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been good. I think that's another thing. I want to see Madison Rayne just on commentary permanently.
I feel like we don't get enough like female commentators just in general anyway.
Yeah, and we don't have any just female commentators anyway. Even in female promotions, I don't think we really have female commentators, which is weird. But I would love to see her, and have a permanent spot there. But as far as the match, I definitely liked it. They had some really good spots. It kind of made sense that Moose won the title. If Drew Galloway is also leaving, everybody leaving, Impact going out of business. If Drew Galloway is leaving, it makes sense that he would drop the title. I do like that Moose had it. And I know DJ said, you said that it didn't feel like Drew Galloway had the title for long, but I feel like the Grand Championship is one of those titles where you don't necessarily need to have it long, and a lot of guys don't, and that kind of builds up the, that adds to the kind of round system. Anyone can win it at any time. So you don't, which is definitely a good thing because there's not going to be that one dominant champion, because anyone can win around at any time. And it's always going to be 9-10. We know that. It's always 9-10.
Is there anyone that just doesn't pay attention to that anymore? Because I don't.
Not to.
I just watched the doggone match and wait for JB to tell me who won.
But Drew looked good in this match, man.
Yeah. I'm a miss. I think Drew is one of the most underrated wrestlers. I saw people talking about Drew leaving and how it wasn't a big deal because he sucks. And I'm like, are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? No. Drew's really good. And he's really good at everything too. He can cut a mean heel promo. Literally.
Yes. Yeah. My man Moose, he no-sold the Claymore kick.
He did. He was like, nope, not today. He no-sold it, and then they both just died. Let's get to a feud of the night. We got Jesse Godderz. I can't even finish my sentence because we got Jesse Godderz going up against James Storm, because Jesse Godderz I think he took the phone, right? The DCC got like a group phone, right? He took the phone and he looked in like the phone info and got the number. That's what it was. He got their number through the phone. I get it. Because somehow Jesse Godderz got their number and I don't know how he did it. I still don't understand how he did it, but I understand where they're going with this because it's all about the strength in numbers type thing. And like Jesse Godderz can beat them when they're alone, but he can't beat them as a group, as we saw tonight, with the numbers game kind of playing a crucial role in this match. But it was I enjoyed it. I like the involvement. I still love how Stifler can hear a chair shot to the back with his back turned. I've never understood that. Like, man, maybe it's just the referee thing they always do. But like, how can I know what it is. It's the bachelor party. He's still recovering. Man. He's still recovering. That's what it is. I was a little upset tonight, though. This has nothing to do with this match. But I was a little upset that there was no Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, anything for like the second week in a row. I cried a little bit in my sleep that I wasn't asleep. I was a little upset about that. I gotta hear Rabbit's thoughts on that turn too. I like that. But anyway, Rabbit, any thoughts on the DCC match or the Eddie Edwards turn? Not either. Davey Richards turn.
Yeah, Jesse looked good in this match, but I ain't like this match at all. Cowboy looked terrible in this match, man. I don't know what was wrong with him.
He was drunk, obviously.
It was terrible. I ain't like this match at all. I ain't like this segment. It was terrible. Only thing that shined in this whole segment was Jesse. If he wasn't in there, it was terrible. So I don't know what Cowboy. I don't know what he was doing that whole time. But it was a good match, man. And that back chair shot was nasty. I don't know why my man ain't hear that. You heard that thing in the bathroom. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like he ain't hear nothing. Come on, man. Then Josh would just be over the top, calling the man the notch down to at least 7. Come on, man. Come down a little bit. He'd be too. It was a good match, though. I mean, it was a good look at Jesse. Other than that, everything was terrible.
Real quick, what were your thoughts on the Davey Richards turn a couple weeks ago? Because I haven't heard your thoughts on that either.
Say it again.
The Davey Richards heel turn a few weeks ago, where your boy won the title back, the Beast, the Monster, the Animal.
Oh, the night my boy won that? Oh, yeah. Man, he ain't got no other choice but to go heel for real. Him and his boy should be going heel together. Just try either way, but yeah, it's good for his character to build depth for his character. You know, he just starting to get on the mic. He horrible on the mic. I can't take it. So that's where his downfall at. So he have to go heel. You know, heels don't have to talk.
They have Angelina Love introduce him, and they make us wait for 3 years.
Yeah. My girl. I hope she don't go. I hope she don't leave, man. I hope she ready to come back.
Speaking of things that was missing though from this show, that was a big part of this showcase, and I think you know where I'm going, or you'll know when I start. There was a big part of the show that was missing. He might be recovering from the wave last week too, but you know, I mean, that was a big part of the show that was missing. And
no, we don't need to talk about that, man. We don't need to talk about that, man. We need to talk about Jesse Godderz. That's what we need to talk about.
Yeah, let nobody care about this match. Let's talk about Aaron.
Oh, that him.
Sutter.
I thought you were talking about some baldy that sucks, and he's terrible. And he tries to wear.
I was more so talking about Aaron Rex.
Yeah.
Rex.
I need that as my alarm for like the rest of my life. On the Jesse Godderz random feud of the night.
First off, I want them to actually be going somewhere with this whole Jesse Godderz, you know, had their number. Like,
I do think Jesse was a little darker tonight. I do.
I didn't say anything about that. I didn't say anything about
I thought the number, you know, went dark because sometimes your screen it dims, so dark. You know, that's a stretch, but I did it anyway.
That was a real stretch. No, but I hope they do something with this where, like, maybe he forms a team to go against DCC, or just, oh, I don't know, actually push him and not tease pushing him, and then we don't see him for a month, and then he
Keep
comes
pushing him and
back.
then put him back with the bro man.
The thing that they do with him every time. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. A certain WWE superstar who was released is going to come to TNA and get a 3-month push. Name that superstar.
Bert.
Oh.
Trump.
DJ, can you name that superstar?
Oh, I the king of the 3-month push. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Let's get into the X Division Championship match. We had Trevor Lee, who died for the second week in a row, going up against Andrew Everett for the X Division Championship, which I was excited about because this man Andrew Everett, like, where he been though? Like, I think they uncovered a gem out here. Like, I mean, I know he was good, but like, we didn't see him enough to know that he was good. This man got a face buster that I think it kills somebody. I think it kills everyone ever. That freaking Hurricane Rana facebuster thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like, bruh. Like, I think Trevor Lee died for the second week in a row. I don't know how he keep coming back. That thing is ridiculous. Trevor Lee also had the longest entrance of his life tonight. His entrance just felt like it was forever long tonight. I don't know what it was, but it felt like it was so freaking long. This match was really good. I think they worked very well together because they kind of teamed together for so long. I loved it. I wanted to see Andrew Everett as champion because that man, he ain't the beast, the monster, the animal, or nothing. But he a monster though. I love what he can do in the ring like that. That shooting star press was pretty until it hit Trevor Lee's knee. That poor man. But I enjoyed this match though. I like it. I hope they keep this going because like the DJZ Trevor Lee feud was kind of a storyline around the title, but I think this is more of a storyline around the title. That's what I want. Storylines around the X Division Championship. But I like it. Definitely a really good match. I enjoyed it. I was excited coming in, and they didn't disappoint. Rabbit, thoughts on the X Division Championship match? Or Trevor Lee?
Yeah. I love Trevor Lee, man. He fast, strong.
Did
quick.
You see Excel last week?
I love Trevor. But he do be eating some. He eats some stuff now. He takes some stuff. But who's dude? What'd you say his name was? What's the other guy name?
Andrew Everett.
Andrew Everett. You say you seen him where before he came here?
No, I mean I was just saying I don't know where he came from.
Oh,
PWG.
I'm glad he's here.
PWG.
So you seen him before?
Yeah.
So what do you do? Cause again, every match remind me that Josh was over the top. That's how I know he done changed. Cause every match reminded me he said something, unnecessary. But he said, "Man, is a high flyer, the lights that TNA has never saw." He actually said that. Now, I don't know if he been watching TNA over the last 10 years, but it been some high flyers up in there, some mean high flyers, though. So for him to say that nonsense, I need you to tell me if you seen him, if he even can he come on now, talk to me. If you seen him, talk to me. Give me what you seen. Talk to me.
I mean,
break him down.
Good. I wouldn't say he's the greatest high flyer TNA's ever seen. He's definitely good. But it's hard to compare because different companies are so different anyway that he could be the best high flyer in PWG or whatever, but it's completely different to TNA, which is completely different to WWE. So it's hard to really say. But I think you kind of got to watch him to see. He's kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't say he's the best high flyer. I think there's definitely better. that they've had. But he is definitely good.
Mark Andrews?
He was one of them I was thinking of.
But Trevor Lee, I like Trevor Lee though, man. He got some stiff moves in the ring, man. I like him. I like him a lot.
Casey, thoughts on the X Division Championship match? Before we get to the main event, I think it's the next thing.
I definitely like it. I hope this feud kind of continues, because I think they could do a lot with it. I kind of want to see Andrew Everett win the title. I wanted to see him win the title tonight. What?
Rob.
Yeah. But yeah, it was definitely a good match. I wouldn't say it was the best match they could have had, but definitely it made you want to see more. I feel like made you want to continue this feud, and I hope they do, because I don't know really what else they have for these guys right now.
I mean, man came off the top rope at least 3-4 times. You need to go ahead and put him in the cage if you're gonna be doing all
that. Those two dives he had at the beginning of the match, though.
Yeah.
But next we got the main event. Real quick, I do want to get Rabbit's thoughts on the wedding last week. Greatest of all time or not? Nah? I mean, like I still feel like it won't pass the Ace and Eights. I'm just like that. To me, was the best wedding I've seen.
Not. But you know, my girl, what's her name? God, she gorgeous though. Whew. But that whole segment, you know, I can't take that. You know it. You know it, Edward. You know I can't take none of that stuff there. Terrible.
Let's jump into the main event. We had Lashley versus Josh Barnett for the TNA World Championship. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I was for this match. I was really excited because like this match had all the makings of a good match, and I think like it put Lashley against like another like legit opponent. Like he may not be wrestling wise where Lashley is right now, but he has experience, and he has experience in MMA, and they got a relationship. That's all I need right there. All in it, all up in it. I like it though. I still wish they would have built this up a little bit longer, because I felt like the payoff was too quick. As far as like this match being this soon, because I think they could have built it up a little bit more. Hashtag bring back Bad Bones, baby. I love that man. But this was a really good match. It was really technical. I felt like there was a lot of technicality in this match that I wasn't expecting. I think I was expecting striking and power in this match, and I watched it and I was like, no, that's not what I thought I was going. But I like it. But I like it though. I enjoyed it. I liked the float over into the armbar, at least the armbar attempt. I just thought it was a really good match, and I think the ending felt abrupt, but I kind of liked it. The ending didn't feel like it was supposed to end right there, but it also had like, considering these two are MMA guys to a certain degree, Lashley a little bit, and well, not necessarily a little bit, but considering these two are kind of like MMA guys to a certain degree as well, I felt like the abrupt ending made a lot of sense. It felt MMA-esque. It felt like it was kind of out of nowhere, which I kind of like. I enjoyed it. I was surprised a little bit by the ending, but I enjoyed it. Lashley still your world champion. I just wonder, like, who's going to beat him? That's always my, like, every time Lashley becomes champion, I'm like, who would benefit the most from beating him? Moose. Moose. Excuse me. Sorry. Not Mini Moose. No, not Mini Moose. Moose. But yeah, I'm excited though. I want to see what they're gonna continue to do with Lashley. Still having by far the best run of his career. Not well. I think the run before this was the best of his career, but as far as like just overall, the best run of his career. And like by far the most legit and believable world champion in wrestling, period. It doesn't matter. I mean, I love it. That's one of the main reasons in an article that I'm going to write eventually. Why I think TNA is one of the best weekly shows, if not the best weekly show, probably the best weekly show, is because they have the most legit world champion, and it's believable. But I thought this match was really good. I enjoyed it. I was excited. It kind of built up to the hype, and I liked the style that was presented within it. I loved it. Rabbit, thoughts on Josh Barnett versus Lashley?
Everything I've been saying about Lashley, you just said it. Beast, monster, the animal. I try to tell you. I've been trying to tell you this from the beginning. Everything you just said was perfect. That's what I said. He's a bad boy. But this main man was the youngest UFC champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't like this match. To me, I ain't like it. It was a little sloppy. And then I expected it to be sloppy, but I didn't like it because it felt like it gave me the feel like you two brothers was fighting in front of mama, but y'all ain't want to hurt each other. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all drunk and y'all extra wrestling in front of mom. It's like y'all don't want to hurt each other. It didn't feel right to me, man. You know, it didn't give me that feel. Like it's like Lashley wasn't doing moves. He wasn't doing what he capable of doing. So when you see him hold back like that, it gives it an odd feel.
Well, I feel like he kind of had to. What I liked about it too, he had to change his style up because Barnett's a different wrestler than he's faced. Period.
Yeah, but see, this style more fits the Grand Championship. See, this what makes it.
I said that. I mentioned that in my article. Like I felt like this type of match is what we wanted the Grand Championship to be.
Exactly. That fits right into that immediately. But when you put it in a match like this, it stopped. It wasn't flowing. It was no flow at all in it. It wasn't no continuity in it. So it was just more like I said, it just felt like two brothers back there in the backyard playing or something, man. So, but my man's still the beast, monster, the animal that is champion. Can't stop that for sure.
Casey, thoughts on Josh Barnett versus Lashley?
I don't know. I liked it. I kind of expected more from them. And for me, I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but it felt one-sided really to me. I kind of wanted to see a little bit of more of Josh Barnett kind of.
This man almost said Josh Matthews because he the GOAT.
I hate him so much right now. I kind of wanted to see Josh Barnett kind of, take control a little bit more and kind of get in your head that, okay, now, Lashley's facing another MMA guy. So he, Josh Barnett would know more how to get into Lashley's head. I think they kind of should have sold that a little bit more. But I definitely hope they continue, having matches with these two. I think they could definitely put on some more good matches. Put a little bit more MMA feel into it because I know, Impact is obviously interested in going towards the kind of getting the MMA kind of fan base into the company, and that could definitely get more eyes on Impact, which is definitely a good thing for Impact, especially at a period right now where they're kind of rebuilding with new ownership. But I definitely want to see more of them.
I'm telling you, when you're going through a rebuild, and this is what fans, this is a show that the true fans, they're truly going through a rebuild. I can't take another rebuild, Sixers. But you're going through a rebuild. You got to trust the process. But anyway, that was your TNA Impact Wrestling review for 3/2/2017. I didn't say 2016 again. I can't remember. But definitely, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I don't think it was as good as last week. That was just something about last week. I don't know what it was.
You ain't tell me how much you love the wedding.
Oh, baby, it was beautiful. Let me go back. Let me go back and run through it real quick in my mind. So,
And Jade?
first you had Mike Bennett being drunk.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
and like two, I love the acting between Allie, and Braxton Sutter. Like they work so well together in that realm. It's amazing to me. Um,
Normal. Yeah, they're a normal flow together. Yeah,
yeah, they got like that normal chemistry,
yeah.
obviously. Um, Aaron Rex, oh my, this man, the greatest of all time. Like I don't care what anybody say, this man the goat. Like,
I'm starting to love him. I'm starting to like him a lot.
I love it. Oh my, it was so hilarious. Him coming out as the flower girl or whatever. Um, and then Braxton's face when Allie came out. Oh, Braxton's face when Allie came out. And then kind of the payoff, having the brawl and kind of Allie finally like feeling confident and getting over Maria. Like I love it. I mean, plus I can't let y'all forget that there was Aaron Rex. I can't let y'all forget, man. Like, this man, he the goat. But anyway, um, that was your review. I do want to go back before we leave the good people and plug some things on the channel. We have the weekly WWE review. Top left, where we do everything WWE World, the land, and everything. Just the weekly shows more than anything. Pay-per-views stand on their own. We also got the six pack, one top six countdown, one particularly the must see promotions, must see wrestling promotion. I might add, but other than that, we'll see you guys later. We do hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to share the video with your friends, any TNA fans, anybody think TNA is out of business. They got one more episode in them at least, and it was the one that gets paid. So there's a new logo. I meant to put it up on this one if my computer wasn't acting so stupid. I would have. I'll put it up next week, which will probably actually be revealed by next week as far as like on TV. But that's the one I'll use for next week. So,
Oh yeah, the owner's coming. The owner's coming too.
yeah, the owner, that Pope. I love Josh Matthews talking about, hey, y'all talking to the wrong headset. You cracking me up with that. But yeah, be sure to subscribe. And give us a comment. What you think about TNA? Still a good show despite all the ridiculous, backstage stuff that's going on that everyone has to make sure that they comment on and make sure that they overreact to. But anyway, we'll see you guys later. We hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out the other things we have on the channel, and we will see you guys real soon. This was the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an instant.